Shalom. Salakia. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and peace, love, and salutations to the whole full elect. All right. I want to get into this topic about, the Nephilim and the giants. All right. When the scriptures speak about giants, okay, it's not speaking about, those mythical giants that you see in these fables, these fairy tales, those are cunningly devised fables, man. And I have I used to believe in that, man. I used to believe in giants. There were giants back in the day, in the ancient days, and they were more common back in the days. And there still are giants, in Afghanistan, those giant cyclops and, all that BS, those are cunningly devised fables, all right? There is no such thing, okay? And when the scriptures speak about giants, it's either speaking about the fallen, which were the Israelite men in the ancient days. We fell from our grace, all right, from our power, okay, by joining unto these heathens, man. All right, following after the ways of the heathen, after the ways of the heathen. All right, going after the customs of the heathen, man. All right, believing in multiple gods. All right, giving in, just idolatry, man. Okay, the same shit. It's like the same things that we do to this day, man. All right, we're still fallen people, man. All right, I'm gonna get into this. Really want to get this in a blue letter. Let me get this in a blue letter, man. Blue letter. Because I'm going to go into some words and phrases. No, I don't want no Blaze pizza. All right. Numbers. Get into Numbers of chapter 13. I'm going to start at maybe like 28. I'm going to start at 26. Okay. This is, the report. All right. I'm going to start at 25. The spies reports. All right. Okay. This is, and they return from search of the land after 40 days. All right. I believe it was, Hawashai, who later his name was changed to Yahushua, Joshua, okay, and Caleb. All right, they were sent to the promised land, Israel. All right, because we have yet at this time, the Israelites have yet to conquer Israel. All right, the land that is given to us, that was given to us, and is still given to us. All right, to search it out. All right, before we take over Israel. All right, the Lord gives us Israel. All right, so they went to go search out Israel, spy out Israel, see what kind of people were dwelling in there, what kind of animals, how it was, man. Okay, just like during Christmas. All right, where your parents stored hid your presents. And you go into that closet or wherever they hid it, in the garage, they hid your presents. And you went to spy and, search out what they might have wrapped in those presents, But forget Christmas, that's idolatry, that's a topic for another day. You shouldn't be celebrating Christmas. But yeah, man, that's what they were doing, all right? Searching out our present, our gift, our blessing, all right? Which in this case was our land, the land of Israel, all right? I'm going to start. This is Numbers 13 and 25. And they returned from searching of the land of Israel after 40 days. 26, verse 26. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran and Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and shewed them the fruit of the land. All right, so here they are explaining how Israel was, at the time. Verse 27, and they told him, and said, we came unto the land whither thou sent us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this the fruit of it. All right, so it was a beautiful land, very fruitful, very uh luscious. All right, very fertile, man, which it was, but it's not today. All right, because it's laid desolate. All right, but back then in the ancient days, Israel was full of wilderness and trees and fruit and very luscious and lots of animals and it was a beautiful place, man, where you could live, man, live off the land. Okay, verse 28. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land. All right, this is Caleb and Joshua's report. They're going into that they're going into right now. This was a correct report. All right, they were they're not lying. They're explaining it how it is. All right, they're saying that nevertheless, people be strong that dwell in the land. All right, they're saying there's strong people there. All right, and I'm gonna go into what this next report, which was a lie. All right, but let me go into this report. All right, the correct report by Caleb and Joshua and Caleb. All right, they're saying there's a mighty people, strong people that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. All right, so there were a strong. There are already nations there before the Israelites. All right, dwelling in the land of Israel. All right, already established and everything. All right, verse 29. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea. All right, explaining all these nations, all these mighty people that were already in our land. All right, where they were. All right, and by the coast of Jordan, verse 30. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, "Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it." Okay, and he's saying this by faith. All right, because the Lord ordained and blessed us with the land of Israel. Okay, but let me keep going. But the men that went up with him said, "But we not able." But he said, "Slack, but we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we." All right, so there's other people that went up to spy. All right, with Caleb and with Joshua. All right, Yahushai, whose name was later changed to Yahushai. All right, it's translated to Joshua. Okay. All right, and they're saying, we be not able. All right, we're not able to come up against this people. All right, these established people in our land. All right. What they say? They're saying, for they are stronger than we. All right, they're pussing out, man. They're being feeble and scared, man. All right, it's afraid. Not having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai that the Israelites at the time, which were us in that time, were able to overcome them and take our land, which was given to us. All right. So yeah, they're pussing out, man. They were pussing out. Okay. Verse 32, and they're about to tell a false report right here. All right. Verse 32, and they're saying, and they brought up an evil report, all right, a false report, okay, a defaming report, okay. They're trying to defame the true report, all right, of Caleb, all right, and Hawashai, Joshua, and they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people we saw in it are men of great stature, all right, which they were of great stature, all right. Verse 33, and this is where everybody gets confused right here, all right. These people who believe in these cunningly devised fables, these so-called giants, all right. Verse 33, and there we saw the giants, all right, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Okay, And what nation of people on earth, man? You know, when you're up next to them, you know, you're compared to as grasshoppers, man. All right, let me get into that. Okay, there's this a brother of an NBA player. His brother's name is Thon Maker. You know, he's a Hamite. He might be an Israelite. All right, him and his brother, because you know they got some skill. You can see, but they're huge, man. Not huge, but you know they're tall. All right, and there's taller ones. All right, he's a 7 foot point guard, man. Okay, and he may just be a Hamite, just with blessed basketball skills. All right, you know the scripture's saying all the nations are blessed. All right, in their own way, man. Okay, you know, the Asians are blessed in their own way. All right, Ammon, Esau's blessed with the sword. Ham is blessed with whatever, you know, we don't know what. All right, you know, some may just be good at basketball and still be Hamites. All right, or you know these guys might just be Israelites. You know, a speckled bird. Okay, progenitor of the dark races. All right, but yeah, man, they saw these kind of people, man. Sudanese, so-called, you know, so-called Sudanese, the ancient Egyptians, all right, which are the progenitors of the dark races, which are the Hamites, nation of Ham. You know, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right, this is Ham. But like I said, you know, he may just be an Israelite, man. Okay. And then there's Manute Ball. I don't know if I spelled his name right. All right, this guy, look how tall he is, man. Making us look like grasshoppers. And this is his son right here. All right. I don't know about Taco Fall. If you know about Taco Fall, he's huge. He may be an Israelite, maybe a Hamite, looking like a Hamite. But yeah. But yeah, man. Right. These people, huge, man. All right. This is what they were seeing in the land, man. All right. All right. They all average like around 7 foot, 6'11", 6'10", 6'9". All right. Huge, man. They're tall. I don't know how real this picture is. But yeah, man. There's Manute Ball's son. But yeah, man. Back, I don't want to stray far from the lesson. But yeah, man. I'm reading again, verse 33. And there we saw the giants. All right. In this case, it's not speaking about us Israelites. All right. Even though we're referred to, compared to as giants. Okay, in the scriptures. But in this case, this is a false report. All right, trying to scare the people to not going into Israel. All right, because these guys were pussing out, man. They're scared and they're lying. All right, they're defaming the real report. All right, by saying there are giants in the land. All right, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. All right. So they're bringing out a false report, man, a defaming report, because they were scared, man. They were scaring the people, and they were scared themselves, and they didn't have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai that they'll be able to take the land. All right, take Israel, man. I'm gonna go into the next chapter, man. This might be a 2-video lesson, man. But yeah, man, the next chapter. It says, and all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. All right, people, all right, were believing. You know, they didn't know what to believe. All right, and they were getting scared, man. In our land, you know, we're not gonna be able to go to our land. Let's all just go to Egypt. You know, they're weeping, man. We don't want to be killed by, you know, giants. All right, so they're weeping, man. Even though it was a false report. All right, verse 2. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron And the whole congregation said unto them, would Yahweh, that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would Yahweh, we had died in the wilderness? And therefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land to fall by the sword. And our wives and our children should be prey. All right. We're not better for us to return to Egypt. All right. This is what was going into the minds of these of our our forefathers, or the Israelites at the time, man. All right. This is what we were thinking at the time. All right. We were believing into that false report. All right. All right. They were scared. Okay. Because those men who brought out the false report were scared. All right. Verse 4, and they said one to another, let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Okay. Not having faith, man. Verse 5, then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua, okay, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Johanne, Slakia, Jephane, Slakia, man, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. All right, they're telling again the true report, man. All right, saying Israel is a good land, man. Okay, it's not a stricken land. All right, verse 8: if the Lord delight in us, then He will bring us into the land and give it us, a land which floweth milk and honey. Okay, they're saying, believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, believe in Yahweh, man, believe in the Heavenly Father. All right, that this is our destiny to take the land. All right, don't believe in that false report. Okay, verse 9: only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land. Okay, they're saying don't fear these so-called giants. All right, these people that were in the land. All right, all those nations. Okay, don't fear. All right, because this was our blessing, man. The Lord has given us this land. Don't fear. All right, neither fear ye the people that are in the land, for they are bread for us. Okay, their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone, then with stones, and the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. Okay. All right, it says, but all the congregation bade stone them with stones. All right, so they stoned those guys who were bringing out the false report, man, and that's what they get for lying. All right. So yeah, man, that's that. In this, this reference in chapter 13, this isn't speaking about actual giants. It's speaking about a tall people, man. All right, those Hamites, or it might have not even been Hamites. They might have just been lying beyond belief, man. Saying, trying to scare the people. All right, and it's also not speaking about the Israelites. Okay, us, who are also referred to as giants. All right. Let me get this. I'm gonna go into some more references about the giants. But yeah, I'm gonna go into some scriptures about us being referred to as giants. Let's see how much time I got left. Done spent a whole bunch. Dang, 10 minutes. Let me get into it. All right, Genesis 6:4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Okay, so yeah, man, this is speaking about actual giants, man. This is speaking about us, the Israelites, man, in the ancient days, man. All right, let me see. All right, verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet His days shall be 120 years. Okay. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, and it came to pass when the men began to multiply in the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God, all right, this is not speaking about the angels, all right, the sons of God, all right, who are the sons of God? The Israelites, okay, the sons of God, all right, the daughters of men, which we weren't called the Israelites back then, at this time, all right, we were, I guess you could say the Adamites, the men of Adam, all right. Right, the Israelites, the Adamites, all right, we were still, the Lord's chosen, still the Lord's chosen people, but we weren't, Jacob hasn't came to fruition, Abraham wasn't even there yet, all right, the sons of God who are, Israelites today, saw the daughters of men, all right, who are the daughters of men, all right, this is speaking about the other nations, all right, and their women, same goes with, the women today, all right. Do you not see a so-called white chick down the street? All right, well, not down the street, but walking by you at the grocery store, and, check her out, and she looking pretty, And do you not see, some cute Asian women, man? Do you not see some cute, Edomite women? There's no, we could take women from other nations, man, and have kids with them, man. Okay. And the men of the Lord, us Israelites, we still do that today, all right? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And this is what we were doing back then, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, all right? And they took them wives of all which they chose, okay? Which was a bad idea, all right? Because, we fell, all right? We fell from grace by following after the customs of these heathen women, man. All right, and we do that to this day, man. All right, you see Jake out here marrying a so-called white chick, an Edomite woman or an Asian woman, and then what? He brings his children up as an Edomite. Following Edomite customs. Celebrating Christmas, calling Yahweh God and Jesus, man. All right, etc. Okay, celebrating Buddhism and all that. All right. I'm gonna go to verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days. So there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God, all right, who are the sons of God? The modern day Israelites, all right, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, and this right here, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also, all right, who are the giants? Who's this referring to? All right, the men of the Lord. All right, this was referring to the Israelites, man. All right, the Adamites, if you want to call them that, All right, the ancient Israelites back then. All right, which we weren't called Israel at that time. All right. All right, it's saying there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men. Why? Because, your seed line, you are who your father is, man. The seed line goes through the father, through the man. All right? Solomon was the son of David. Okay? Was he not? Was he not? You know what I mean? The seed line goes through your father, the father's seed line, not the mother. There is no such thing. All right? That's why it says, and they bare children to them, and the same became mighty men, all right, because they were born of, begotten of their father, man. Their seed line was carried on through their father, all right, which were of old men of renown, all right. Verse 5, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Why? Because we were following after the ways of the heathen, all right, just as, as Adam and Eve were beguiled by the serpent, man. We went off, all right, following after the ways of the heathen, the serpent, man, all right, the wicked, man, okay, and Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, and we're still doing that to this day, man. We're wise to do evil, but to do good, to do righteousness, we don't not, man, all right, we don't consider. All right, and I'm speaking as a nation. Okay, and it repented. Verse 6, and it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created, and from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, and for it repented me that I have made them. All right, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. All right, so Noah, all right, was the only one who wasn't, doing the wickedness back in the day like we're doing now, man. All right, and who's represented as Noah now? All right, the men of the Lord, the prophets. All right, the 144,000 elect who are on this earth today. All right, waking up Israel. All right, to come back. All right. All right, and then the Lord, flooded the earth, man. Okay, so yeah, this isn't speaking about giants. All right, that those giant, let me get it, man. All right. I don't know, New York Giants. The scriptures aren't speaking about this, man. This BS right here. All right. These cunningly devised fables, man. This is BS. Right? The scriptures aren't referring to this BS. All right. All right. This shit right here. See, look at that. This is what people want you to. This is what Esau wants you to think. All right, to stray you off from the truth. All right. Saying the daughters of men were fair, so they took the BS. Okay. All right. Let me get this. This is Baruch 3:26. There were the giants famous from the beginning, that were of so great stature and so expert in war. And this is speaking about Israel, man, back in the days. All right, there were the giants, famous. All right, we're a famous people, man, especially in the eyes of Yahweh Shemi Shai, from the beginning. Okay, even of Adam, man, from the beginning, that were of so great stature and so expert in war. Okay. All right, Sirach 16:7. He was not pacified toward the old giants. All right, who's it speaking about? The Israelites, man, the Lord's people. All right, who fell away in the strength of their foolishness. All right, how do we do that? Okay, we fell away through, following after the ways of the heathen. All right, and not being separate. All right, through the ways of Yahweh Shemi Shai, breaking the commandments, okay? All right, Psalms 82:6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, okay? So, yeah, man, we are gods, man, all right? Giants, man, compared to these people, man, we're, all right? We're above all these people, man. We're gods, all right? We're angels in fleshly bodies, man. Okay. We must be changed in the twinkling of an eye. All right. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 14:6. For in the old time also, when the proud giants perished, all right, we were proud in the time, man. We were proud in doing wickedness, man. All right, thinking that Yahweh Shemi Shai, didn't exist. All right. That he wouldn't repay us for doing, breaking his commandments and being separate. All right. For in the old time also, when the proud giants perished, the hope of the world, governed by thy hand, escaped in a weak vessel, and left to all ages a seed of generation. Okay. Let me see how much time I got left. All right, man. I'm gonna have to start another video. All praise to Yahweh Shemi Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Shalom. See you in the next video.